Good evening, Mustang fans. Welcome to another game of Plum Basketball. I'm Zach Barat, and I'm here with Garrett Susko, Matt Frazetta, Billy Depew, Evan Smith, Jake Bell, Tommy Marzina, and the legend himself, Mr. Rick Barat. Your 4 and 5 Plum Mustangs, led by Mark Marino, will be playing the 4 and 4 Armstrong Riverhawks, led by Brian Kowalski. Keep an eye out for number 2, Connor Moss, who's one of the best players for Plum and who is constantly being deadly from the three-point range. On the other side of the court, a key player to watch out for is number 10, Cole Brown, who's a major help on that defensive side, coming up with 3 steals in a win against the Indiana Little Indians. Let's see if the Plum Mustangs can pull off a win here and climb the standings before the playoffs start. What are your thoughts, fellas?
Well, Zach, I think this is probably the biggest game of the season for the Mustangs. Obviously, everybody makes the playoffs this year.
Yep.
But if we win this game, we could possibly move up to third place in our division, which, in a sense, we would probably have a home game.
Correct, yeah.
May not be a team in our section, but this is a very important game for that reason.
How about you, Tommy?
This is only my second game of being here
Yeah.
filming. And I hope just that the Mustangs can pull out a win like they did my last game I was here.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this game, actually. It's going to be interesting. Armstrong's one place behind the Plum Mustangs. The Plum Mustangs are in 4th place, and actually Armstrong is in 6th place, being 2 and 4 in this section. So it's going to be interesting as you see some changes in the starting lineup for the Plum Mustangs, as you see Cameron Moss now being a starter.
Is he a starter?
Yeah, I see Cameron Moss, Alex Mantolo, Connor Moss, and Max and Tarasi all being starters now. So that would leave, if I'm correct, Will Brewer now on the bench, which is pretty interesting now.
Well, when we saw it a little bit last game, Cam really brings that point forward factor to the game and really just, and he is able to move the ball very well as the Mustangs are going to take possession here.
And as you start now, we see Alex Mantolo take the ball up to the court.
Swings it to Means. Means back to Matola. They're going to give a little back and forth. Finds Moss on the right wing. Matola takes a dribble drive, hop step. Means has it. He's going to bring it back up to the top of the key. Matola with a shot. Good shot by Alex Matola. Guys, we saw this at the beginning. And a tech.
I think that's on Alex there. That's on Alex there. I don't know what for, though. As you see, Will Brewer already checking into the game, 31 seconds in.
I mean, I could see, I don't know how that was a technical. He shot the 3 and then waved to the.
He might have celebrated.
Well, here's the thing with celebrating, okay?
I don't know what you can call a celebration. And
Yeah.
If
what
you're
you
gonna
can't call a
do it to
celebration.
the other team, which I think Alex might have done there,
Yeah.
that's where it gets a little bit too, the refs. They especially because this is high school basketball,
Yeah.
that's definitely a factor. But if you're throwing up your 3 signs because you just drained a 3, I think that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But early substitution already. Coach Marino giving Alex a little bit of a lesson. Just let's not do that because he had one the last game we did against Highlands as well,
Yeah.
where the Mustangs had a really hard-fought battle and almost came back against a team that's probably going to win the section.
Jack Velasquez makes both free throws on the tech, as now the Riverhawks will have possession as well.
Wiles is going to inbound the ball. Hudak with it. He's going to give it back to Wiles. Seeing a lot of off-ball screens here by Armstrong. The Riverhawks having a little bit of trouble moving the ball. Great trap by Cam Moss.
Cole Brown with the ball. It's John Velasquez.
Again, a lot of give and goes going on here by the Riverhawks, as you'll see. They're going to come out in a 2 high post set. Almost forces a bad pass by Will Brewer. He's going to pick back up. Good defense, no good. Rebound goes back to the Riverhawks, and that's good to go. That's going to be Caden Olson on the layup. Means now has the ball. He's going to find Moss on the wing.
Good ball
Coach Marino's telling the Mustangs to move the ball. having a little bit of a standstill. Moss tries to find the high post, no good. Cam Moss with the drive.
Ooh.
Not so good of a pass. It's going to stay here.
Good play by Tarasi there.
Yeah, he did a good job shooting the ball out of bounds.
Yep. See Plum with a lot of ball movement here. Am I right, Evan? You see them constantly passing the ball a lot quicker than they usually do.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the strong zone that their opponents are playing right now.
And that's great defense by Tarasi Means, but they're going to get their own rebound. Good two-man hands up. Thought I saw a little bit of a travel there. No good. Means with a great rip. Can't hold on to it. Hudak with the ball. Or Hudak. Guys, if the other team is watching, I apologize. We have a little bit of issues here pronouncing other people's last names, but I'm sure we'll do the best as we possibly can.
Can't be worse than last week.
It cannot be worse than
last week was a little rough.
Hudak has the ball at the top of the key. He's going to call for an off-ball screen. Olsen has it now on the left wing. He's going to find... Oh, boy. I'm sorry.
Double
I
team
kind
on
of
Moss.
lost a little bit. As Olsen,
Oh,
great
good
block,
block by
Cam
Cam
Moss. Yes.
Calling the Moss twins here almost. I just feel like they're twins now, just playing on the same team here. Just calling
Yeah, it's crazy. As Will Brewer's going to get the ball. He's going to have that cross-country screen. Tarasi Means with the athletic layup gets it to go. Your Mustangs are up 5-4 early.
5:12 left now in the first quarter.
Hudak has the ball. He's going to kick it to the right wing. Kicks it out to the top. Olsen rotating up top. He now has it. Hudak looks to get something to go. The Riverhawks moving the ball well, but the Mustangs are keeping up with that. And guys, we've seen a lot of defensive fronts, game planning every week from the Mustangs. They come out in a conventional man defense. As Means might get beat to the basket, but good recovery. But wow, what a finish.
Cole Brown there with the finish there. Cole Brown. As Tarasi slowly takes it up to the front of the logo for the Mustangs.
Moss has it high post. He's going to kick it to Brewer. Means looks for a shot.
Oh, Connor looked like to shoot there.
Brewer's going to have the ball at the top of the key. He's got Max at high post. Looks for a pass, can't find one. Means. Dribble drive. Great pass to Connor Moss. Wow. You know, guys, we've seen this a lot from the Mustangs these past few games. These very tight pockets. I think in the last game, I referenced a Tom Brady-esque pass. And right there, that was a great pass.
The ball movement by the Plum Mustangs already has been very strong. As you see, they constantly move the ball. And off-ball movement as well for the Mustangs have been great.
Olsen's going to give it to Hudak after a size up. Matolsi playing on-ball defense in the high post. Good job so far. Hudak has it. He's going to get a dribble drive. Head gets it to go, and the Riverhawks are finding their way to the hoop.
Yeah, they're driving the Mustangs lane here, and that's where they're getting those easy points where the Mustangs got to start to clean it up in the defensive side.
And that's a great pass by Means. Moss is going to get a dribble drive. No good. Matolsi with the rebound. Draws the foul. And, guys, when we did the Highlands game, that was it was unreal. Matolsi, every rebound he got, he was putting it back up and he was drawing fouls. Let's see if we can have that for him Let's see if we can get that for him to go tonight.
Yeah, but these are free points here for the Mustangs, and as we saw from last week when they played the Highlands, we saw Max struggle just a little bit on the free throw line. Coming off, but these are free points you got to get up when you're down, when the game is now tied 8-8.
Matola is back in the game for the Mustangs. Again, Matola, I started off in the season thinking, you know what, Alex is going to be more of that role player, moving the ball, playing good defense. He's now elevated his game with a little bit of shooting. And that's always great as Hudak has the ball.
Matola is just a great athletic guy all around the court.
There's no question about that. Hudak now has it on the right wing.
If he plays more like he did in the fourth quarter last week, it can become a breakout season for him.
This shouldn't even be a game if he plays that way. Means with great defense. What a weird bounce. The ball stays in bounds. Matola has it at the top. They're pushing. Matola looks. Great bounce pass to Matolsi. Matolsi finds Means. Means looks for an inside pass. Can't find it. Matolsi's going to fight for the ball. That's going to be a jump ball.
Jump? Yeah.
It is going to go the other way. Riverhawks now have possession.
That's a little debatable there.
I think it's because we had won the tip.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's still great fight by Max Matolsi, jumping on that without fouling again. That was a big problem for the Mustangs these past few games was foul trouble. As Huddick now has the ball on the right wing. He's been their main ball handler here. Olsen has it. He's going to try to put a move on Moss. Great defense by Cam. On ball screen, doesn't take it. Drives Means to the hoop. And that's great. Wow.
Great defense by Tarasi.
Unbelievable defense by Means. He has the ball. He's going to push it to Connor Moss. Connor Moss with the finish. And they are going to call a blocking foul and 2 shots.
You really don't see that often. I thought for a sec that might have been an offensive foul for a sec.
Yeah, I was trying to say that.
Foul.
Well, here's why it wasn't, okay? The refs the last game could not get this right. It's actually the same thing that happened to Connor, too. The player, his shoulders were not square to Connor. That's the big thing. You have to have your shoulders square and your feet have to be set. They were not there, but that also could have been a questionable call as
he was still backpedaling when Connor went up for the shot.
And Zach, you mentioned it at the beginning. Connor Moss is the player to watch. And when he played Highlands, they game planned directly to Connor Moss. He had a tough game. I think he's just ready to bounce back here. Yeah. As he's going to get both of them to go. Your Mustangs are now up 10-8 with 2:05 to go. Huddick now has the ball for the Riverhawks. Olsen has it. He's going to kick it to the top of the key. Not much movement. Huddick finds a man on the right wing. He gets it back. He's going to throw a lob pass to Olsen in the post. Their tallest player, might I add. And that's a great, guys, the Mustangs are starting to really crank it up on defense at the beginning.
Yeah, that's a couple steals there, a couple turnovers by the
Tarasi's been doing great on defense. He's had like 3 steals already.
You can't argue with that. As he'll move to the right wing as Matolo has it. Moss takes a deep 3. No good. Matolsi's going to muscle his way for a rebound. Gives it back to Moss.
Oh, good
but
block
a great
there.
block by Olsen. Olsen's going to find a man on the right wing. Good crossover. No good. Huddick takes the 3. No good. Good rebound by the Riverhawks as Olsen's going to take a 3. No good. Matola with the rebound. Great job. He's going to push it now. He's going to find Means on the left wing. Means with oh, wow, what a finish by Tarasi Means. Textbook Euro step to the rim as the Riverhawks are going to have to call a timeout. Folks, with 1 minute and 1 second left to go, your Mustangs are up 12-8 early.
Yeah, I was a little worried for the Mustangs in the beginning because they looked a little shaky on that defensive side as you saw the Riverhawks constantly driving that lane and getting to the Mustangs defense early, but you see the Mustangs now starting to clean it up on defense and getting a couple steals and turnovers, and now the Riverhawks unable to bounce back there, and you see the Mustangs coming strong on that offensive side now.
Yeah. When I used to play basketball, a lot of the things that they told us was to not give the inside. The Mustangs are doing that.
Yeah.
But the problem is you now have to recover on the outside. These dribble lanes in the inside, they're not there, but they're kind of so, they're pushing them so far inside that they're just running right around them.
Yep.
I think they finally found it, and now that they're turning it up on offense, even though Connor Moss didn't make that 3-pointer, we haven't hit all of our 3-pointers. We got to keep taking them because, that was weird. Because, it's doing it again. We have Max Matolsi down low. We have Nick Killinger.
Nick
Kinnick, he's a drummer.
Yeah.
Down low. So you have to keep taking those shots. They have a clear size advantage besides Olsen, but he's not really playing big. Mustangs are going to stay with the same lineup for the last few seconds of this first quarter. On-ball screen set at the top of the key. He's not going to take it. Finds Huddick wide open in the corner. Bang! Huddick gets it to go for his first bucket of the night. 12-11 now with 25 seconds left to go.
Yeah, 25. I would say 20 seconds left now. As you see, they might hold this last shot here, just get this first.
One of the greatest perks of high school basketball.
No
shot clock. So if you have the shot in even the last minute, you could really hold it. Matola has the ball with the last 10 seconds. He's going to find Means. Means gives it back to Matola. Matola finds Matolsi. Matolsi, great pass to Cam Moss, and they are going to call the foul. With 2 seconds left, Cam Moss is going to go to the free throw line.
Cole Brown with the foul there for the Riverhawks. And as you see, Cam Moss going to the free throw line for 2 now.
That actually is going to be Hayden Brink. Oh,
Yeah, you.
player's name is not a person.
Yeah.
My apologies on that. As Cam Moss is going to get his first one to go. And folks, Evan Smith just showed me a very weird article. An Alabama high school basketball game,
Final
men's,
score.
finished with a final score of 6-4.
Yeah, we talked about that, there not being any shot clock. That just shows, in some ways, you can take a big advantage out of that.
Folks, at the end of the first quarter, your Mustangs are up 13-11 on the Armstrong Riverhawks.
As we now see the cheerleaders come out and give us some cheers now before the second quarter now starts.
Guys, we have a little bit of a cast change going on here. Joining me now is Matt Frazetta, Garrett Susko, and also in a second, Jake Bell. Fraz, you were doing the camera work there. What do you think the Mustangs have to do to really further their lead?
You know, just not be stupid. You know, the technical foul at the beginning of the game just wasn't a good way to set off the game. I mean, yeah, the three-pointer, but then it just like slows the momentum. Like Garrett said last week, you know, momentum's a big thing in games like basketball and football. So you know, just really need to keep a tempo going and get a run going.
Garrett, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I like how the Mustangs are playing so far, but like Matt said, we can't do dumb things like having text like that. But I hope they can keep up the lead here going into the second quarter. And, you know.
Just keep the tempo going, really,
Yeah.
right? Jake, what do you think?
No, I agree with both of you guys. And also, you know, Plum has been playing pretty well on defense so far. If they could just keep the flow going offensively, I think they can come out with a win this game.
You got it?
All right, here goes Matolo over to Means. Back. Moss. Intercepted by. Can you get the name for that?
Sorry about that, Garrett.
That's all good.
That's going to be Huddick at the top of the key to start. Guys, the Mustangs have really been poking with the ball here. Few steals are early to start, and they're actually playing pretty decent defense despite the score.
Yeah, another thing they're doing good, Billy, is defense, definitely. See right there, Alex gets a little hand on it. Again, just slows momentum for the Riverhawks. And a bad shot there.
Out. Moss is set with the ball. Stops. And to Means, back to Matolo. Back to Moss. Pass it back. Right in the middle. Passing it around that outside. Just looking for something.
Mustangs still in that high-low post.
Just
setup.
back and forth here. And Means is going to go for the layup, and he gets it.
Really, yeah. I like what they're doing, passing. The ball travels faster than the person, so you know that'll get them a shot open, I think.
For sure, and you know, just finding ways. I think the Mustangs are way better athletes than these players. So the way that we can just find any way to get them to go into the rim, and it's worked. They've done really well.
Great jump ball by Max.
Well, now hold on. If it's a jump ball, it should be going the other way. The last jump ball went to
Hudak.
Excuse me, Armstrong. Olsen's gonna make a move.
Olsen.
Surprised he didn't step out there.
Back to Hudak. Back to.
Yeah, it seems like they're running the same offense as the Mustangs, too. As you can see, they have a high post and a low post.
Yeah, the high-low post. That opens up a lot of give and goes for both sides.
Mustangs doing a great job on defense here.
And guys, another thing I'm noticing, these teams are giving off-ball screens, or the Riverhawks are giving off-ball screens as Huddick takes a dribble drive. And they are going to call it travel. Great call by the Zebras on that one. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I saw it there too, Billy. I thought that, you know, when you hold the ball, then move your first foot, it can really be visible that it's a travel. So I think that's a good call there. Oh, Cam open on the wing. Cam wants it.
Guys, I think Armstrong's kind of letting him be open as
Good
he's going to
shot.
pull it.
Board.
Max gets the rebound. It's getting a little rough out there.
Yeah, again, like I said, just can't be stupid like that. Need to just calm down and play basketball here.
You know what I liked about that possession though is Cam saw that he was open, right? Like we have to keep on shooting those. It doesn't really matter whether they go in or not. Matolsi really can outmuscle. He's proven so far early in this game that he can outmuscle these players on the floor. They need to generate more shots so we can keep on getting rebounds. And second chance buckets are just huge.
Yep. Here goes Olsen back to what's going on?
It's going to be a foul there.
And again, Mustangs, I mentioned it earlier not too long ago, the Mustangs really just have to watch their foul trouble. Matola, a guard, already has 2 fouls. That might not sit well, and Coach Moreno's going to notice that. I think he's going to check in Will Brewer for him.
There's one for Hudak.
So Mustangs actually make 2 changes to their lineup. Matolsi's going to take a seat. Nick Killinger is going to check in. He gets a good box out, but the free throw is going to go.
Lead cut down to 2. Means takes the ball up. Pass it around. Moss has it. Excuse me, no.
Shot.
Nice
shot.
Sinks that 3.
And that's a great way to answer off a foul. Will Brewer just comes in the game, knocks down a shot. Guys, that's there all night. That's like the 4th or 5th three-pointer that the Mustangs have taken. You got to keep shooting
The
them.
Riverhawks have got to get the wings, closed if they want to.
Olsen to Hudak. Blocked. But he's out of bounds.
Sorry, what I was saying is the Riverhawks just need to, D up on the Mustangs on the wings because, again, we have shooters that can, knock down threes. And Will and Moss both got open shots, and Will got one. But let's see if they do something different.
But the problem with that is that the Mustangs, I think, are better finishers than they are shooters. So if you really play that tight on the wing, then you're going to be giving up easy driving as Killinger can't hold on to the ball.
It's a good look there by Will.
That's a foul.
And that was a questionable one. I don't really know. It was kind of close. I think Will had to play catch up towards the end there. I think that's why the Zebras might have called that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, I didn't really see too much there, but they got the call anyway.
Hudak back at the line.
I think the only way you literally can't get a shooting foul from what I've seen from high school basketball is you have to be square and your hands have to be straight up. It seems that way because they're these refs are very stingy on these shooting fouls and blocking fouls as well.
I see very similar
And he makes goes again.
Very similar gameplay by both teams. The Riverhawks are doing a good job driving, which Mustangs normally do on a regular basis. And obviously, like I said, they're playing the same game, high post, low post. As Charles, he gets the shot off.
A little bit of a scuffle.
That's going to stay here.
I learned so much from your dad, Billy, and he told me this over and over, and I still couldn't get it right, but never bring the ball down on a rebound. Always keep it up.
You got to keep it up because look what happens right there. Moss turns it over. Luckily, we fight for it back. Moss is going to kick it to his brother. Brother to brother. Bang, bang.
That Wi-Fi connection.
Folks, 3:43 left to go in the second quarter. Your Mustangs are up 21-15. And guys, on the offensive end, the Mustangs are clicking. And
the
really,
shots are on for them.
They definitely are. And I think really the main factor in all this is, I've mentioned it about 3 or 4 times already, second chance points. We're really rebounding very well. But as you mentioned, if we bring that ball down, these guys are, I don't want to say they're short, but we're taller and we're more stronger than them. But they're scrappy down there. So if you bring that ball down, there's 2 or 3 guys collapsing in the paint, you're bound to turn over the ball.
Yeah, I agree because like you said, we're a bigger team. If we keep getting these outside shots, you know, they're going to go in. We're a very talented team, and I feel we can out-rebound them, and we can get the second chance shots as well.
Take it away, Garrett.
Armstrong taking it up. I believe that is Hudak. Pass it out to Olsen. He's going to try to drive up himself.
You know, for a big
Great
man, that's
defense.
great
Almost
on-ball
stolen,
defense
but he
by
keeps on.
Nick Killinger.
Going for a layup.
That's
Hudak, jump shot misses. Rebounded by Moss. Tarasi Means going to take it up here. Go for layup. Oh, almost has it.
And, you know, with all the fouls they've been calling recently, I'm really shocked that they did not call offensive charging there.
Yeah, Tarasi definitely knew that there was going to be a charge set, so he tried to get around it so there wasn't much contact and he can
I
get
think
the
he was
layup.
focusing more on how to get around it more
Yep.
than actually finishing there.
And
Wow.
that is good.
And guys,
21-17.
the Riverhawks actually have been converting very well inside, especially on contact. So I think the counter to that is to not even letting them get in there. You have to play better on-ball defense.
Moss to Moss to Will. Killinger back to Moss and off the rim.
So guys, if I were the Mustangs, what I saw right there is we're getting a double on the block down low as Olsen takes a shot, no good. Moss is going to push it.
Gonna race back. Out of bounds. But
So
it's staying here.
as I was saying, when we get a shot down low, I don't know if you guys saw Killinger right there. He got the ball on the block, and you know they're doubling. So either the corner or a wing, some sort of perimeter shot is going to be open. And quite frankly, I don't think that Armstrong really doesn't care, despite hitting us hitting 4 or 5 3-pointers thus far. As you can see it there, you just can't do that. There's too many people down low, and there's more shots to be made outside.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a good setup to put
Olsen-
Killinger down in the
misses.
in the paint there, because there's 3 guys in the paint. I mean, how is he going to make that shot? It's just
There goes Means.
Yeah, like his best chance of getting anything there is a foul shot, but
And a great rebound by Brewer, no foul.
Now Armstrong's been pretty good at protecting down in the paint.
Guys, we saw a hot start for the Mustangs on offense, and now it's starting to slow down a little bit because we're getting trapped. It's almost like they're trapping on the block, like that. You know, like that's a little bit weird. It's a weird schematic by them, but it's actually working, and the Mustangs just have to get the ball back out quick.
yeah. Matolo's back in for the Mustangs here, and he's been looking on the weak side to get some open threes. Let's see if he keeps it going.
Did you say Matolo?
Tulsi.
Oh,
Did I say Matola?
You
I'm
did.
sorry, I meant to say Matulsi.
Oh, good, brotherman. Mustangs still in that mano-a-mano defense.
Hudak.
It's a great pass there. Great block by Connor.
Wiles is blocked on that one.
And guys, if I'm Armstrong, one thing I'm noticing, Cam Brown, Zach mentioned him as the player to watch. Cam Brown has kind of been beating Cam Moss on the inside a lot, and I think the the Riverhawks have to take advantage of that. That's one of the cons of being in man.
I hate to correct you, Billy, but that is Cole Brown.
Cole Brown, why did I say Cam Brown?
Number 24.
No, that was number. Oh, excuse me. Number 23 checks into the game. Number 24 still in the game. Matolsi's going to get the ball high post.
Great pass. Good
And
layup.
Barassi puts it up. 23-17.
Max finding open
28 seconds
teammates
to
here
count.
pretty easily.
Oh, no doubt. And he's probably one of the most athletic finishers I've seen in any game this year, whether it's for Plum or anybody else. He really he gets so high up that he can really just move the ball wherever he really wants to in midair.
8 seconds left.
Olsen. To Hudak. Or to Wiles.
That's going to be on the floor.
2 seconds left. Score 23-17. It's going to be Armstrong ball passing it in.
Guys, both teams are going to make adjustments. Brown checks in for the game for the Riverhawks, as well as number 15, Will Brewer, is going to check into the game for the Mustangs.
It's a great pass there by the Riverhawks. It's going to end the first half as the score is 23-19 at halftime. Mustangs, and let's just say this, guys. What do you think the Mustangs should have done better?
Well, just to say in general, I know this is kind of rude to say. I think this has been a really sloppy game all around. 23 points at half isn't bad. That's pretty good. The problem is that we're turning over the ball too much, especially down low. Jump balls, it's not going to cut it because it doesn't always go our way. So we have to really, again, if they're going to trap us down low, that's fine. We have shooters on our team now. So, like I said, a lot of players have really evolved their shooting, and we're now a more perimeter team than we were an inside team. And I think the Mustangs really just have to take advantage of that.
Yeah, definitely. Jake, what do you think?
You know, I think Plum's been playing really well defensively. They've been causing a lot of turnovers, but like you said, you know, they've been turning the ball over as well. I feel if they just get in a consistent rhythm, this game wouldn't be as close as it is, and I see Plum winning this one.
Well, I definitely think the Mustangs need to get better at scoring down low in the block. They've been really heavily guarded there. We could have had probably at least 30 points by now if we could have scored on some of those. And,
Yeah.
Hopefully that's an adjustment they can make and fix up.
I think the
in the third
Riverhawks are going to make an adjustment for this and defensively, but yeah, I think the wings are going to be open. And I think they're going to be able to get some shots.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. Your score, 23-19, Plum Mustangs.
Baba Ganoush.
We say two random things every game. I said Abu Dhabi the last time. What do you think this is? Baba Ganoush.
Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The score of the game is 23-19, heading into the third quarter as we speak. Mustangs have been doing good on the perimeter. Need to see more inside scoring, but other than that, I think that pretty much sums up the game for the Mustangs. Guys, what do you think?
I think the Mustangs can do a better job getting their blocks up on defense and coming down with it on the rebounds. If we keep doing that on defense, I think we can come out with a win.
Definitely. Jake, what do you think?
No, I agree. I think defensively, like I've been saying, we've been playing so well. If we could just get a consistent rhythm on offense, like I know we can, it should be easy for Plum.
So you can see Cameron Moss out. Alex Matolo is going to inbound the ball.
Tolo inbounds it to
Means.
Tarasi and
Means to Moss. Moss to Matolo. Swings it to Means, back to Matolo. Back to Means. To Moss. Moss going to dribble, get a layup, and a foul. Traveling. Sorry, my bad.
It's going to be a travel there on the Mustangs as Hudak takes it up for the Riverhawks. Hudak having a pretty good game for the Riverhawks as Matola is going to guard him at the point. Good screen. There's a wide open jumper, pull up, doesn't take it. Hudak with a nice shot. And Moss with the rebound as they're going to get going down here as Matola brings it to Moss. Connor almost travels there, but dishes it to Matola. Matola wide open shot, doesn't get it. Max tries to fight for it, but gets it over the back foul. Unfortunately, I don't know how many fouls it is for Max, but I know it's not his first, probably second. But
No, it's at least his third.
maybe third. Okay. What? Billy's saying first foul, but as Hudak brings it up, this is to Cole Brown. As Max playing great defense.
Oh,
Oh,
Max
my.
dives over the guy. It's going to be.
You know, it's going to be Max's second here. It's just aggressive basketball there by Max, just trying to get the ball, trying to get a jump ball to force a possession.
So you can see Killinger checking into the game for Max Matulsi.
As Eli Wiles checks it up for the Riverhawks. That's going to be Hudak taking it, guarded by Matolo. As Mustangs are going to be in a man defense here. As Killinger guards number 24, Olson. So Olson gets it in the post. That's going to be a foul
on the ground.
Killinger.
You know, like you guys mentioned earlier, fouls are such a huge problem for Plum. And if they could just clean that up, like it wouldn't be a 4-point game. It would be so much different.
I 100% agree with that, Jake. It's Cole Brown gets it. That's going to be a jump ball there. Tarasi does a good job. Oh no, Riverhawks call a timeout before the jump ball. Yeah, I really think that could have been called a jump ball before, but
It was a smart play by their coach for calling a timeout.
yes, no points have been scored. It's still 23-19. Your Mustangs lead. Mustangs really got to watch out for Hudak. I can see he's starting to drive more. He's a pretty good scorer on the for the Riverhawks, and Alex Patola is a great defender, and I think he's going to lock him up. But just got to make sure he doesn't do anything because he can heat up quick.
Well said.
As Eli Wiles checks it for the Riverhawks. Great defense by Tarasi, gets him backcourt as Hudak takes it up. Same offense by the Riverhawks as that's going to be a charge. Great charge opportunity for the Mustangs there. So Alex Matola is the one to do that.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see a big smile on Alex Matula's face right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably planned that all along. He just kept his foot on the ground and just took the hit, and he got rewarded.
Yep. Matola is going to bring it up. This is the Moss. Moss wide open from the wing. Bang! Great shot there from Connor Moss.
26-19, your Mustangs have the lead with 5:48 left.
Like I said at halftime, they're leaving the wings open, guys, and Mustangs are just going to take advantage of it easily. As Olson's going to take it in.
Great defense by Nick, but it's going to be a foul.
Connor didn't like that. I bet you they talked about that in the locker room because we've seen Olson really take those, and he's been getting the foul. And they're still fouling. It's been 2.5, 3 minutes into the quarter, and their Mustangs already have 4 fouls. So that's not good because it's just not going to work for the end of the game, especially if they get in the double bonus. I could see them getting into the double bonus by the end of this quarter if they don't stop this. It's going to be a foul on Tarasi. Or let me see. I think he just stepped over the line.
It's Connor Moss. He stepped over the line.
No, they pointed. They said Tarasi.
Oh.
Solson doesn't get it.
Oh.
And just miscommunication there by the Mustangs. Probably should have been Killinger's rebound. As they're going to give it to Olsen here as Hudak gets it.
Great defense by Means to push up on him.
Hudak at the point guarded by Matolo as the Riverhawks are in the same formation. Wiles gets it.
Cam's going to guard him at the point.
Doing a good job keeping him on the perimeter. 15 gets it. Dishes to Hudak. Alex jumps it. Pull up. Bang.
Connor's going to inbound it to Alex Matolo. Matolo's going to bring it up to half court. Dish out to Connor Moss. Connor Moss is going to drive.
Great
Pull
drive
up.
there.
Misses
Needs to
it.
finish.
Great defense by Armstrong there.
Hudak brings it up. That's a deep three. Bang!
Wow.
What a shot there. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Very unexpected.
It wasn't like he was wide open either. He was guarded deep, and
He
he
was
was
deep.
able to make it.
Is Cam
Moss
Moss going to get it
pass
at
to
the
his
point?
brother Cam.
Tarasi for three. Bang! Good
Passes
answer
back.
there by the Mustangs. As Hudak brings it up. Cool. Gives it to Eli Wiles. As they're going to try to get it to Olsen
Great
in the
defense
paint.
by Nick to guard him out of the way to give it
Matolo
to
brings
Cam
it up
Moss.
for the Mustangs. Tarasi gets it at the wing. Mustangs are doing a high post, low post offense here.
Back to Matolo.
Cam Moss
Matolo to
wide open
Moss.
on the wing.
Matolo gonna. Moss pulls up from deep.
Got to use that size factor there as Hudak makes a dribble past half court. Drives in. Great rebound
defense.
by Tarasi there.
Tarasi's gonna take it up. He's gonna take it himself. Bank pass to Connor Moss. Connor Moss is gonna get the and one.
Good call there by Zebra.
And that got the whole crowd excited, and you could see Plum real pumped up. So hopefully that's a momentum shift, and hopefully they can make this league comfortable.
Yep.
As we can see, number 45 Griffin Orsick coming in for Nick Killinger.
Griffin's been getting some good minutes for the Mustangs.
He's
Good
one of
to-
the main
good-
characters on the JV team, too.
Yeah, it's good to build up your younger guys as Marina's doing this right now, get them some experience in a really important game here. Tries to
Good
get their
save there by
nerves
Connor
out.
Moss. Connor Moss is going to go in for number 0, Wilbur.
You know, like you guys said, I like how they're rolling with the younger guys a little bit because there's only been, I'd say, 3 people on this Plum team that got regular varsity time last year. So this is relatively young, so it's good to get some people to get used to it and just to play some time on varsity.
I agree. As Cole Brown takes it in on Griffin. Dishes out to Olsen. Olsen with a deep three. Doesn't get it. Good
Great
rebound,
by Griffin. Matula's going to bring it up. Going to dish it to Means. Means at the point. Going to drive. Dishes out to Wilbur. Wilbur is going to shoot for 3. Misses. Good rebound by Means. Means going to dish it out to Cam Moss. Cam Moss for 3. Misses it.
As Hudak's going to bring it up here. Just pulls up from 3. Bang!
Wow.
Hudak, as I said, is just pulling from deep here. And, you know, he's going to make him eventually because he is an aggressive player right now.
Matula brings it up. Guarded closely. Passes it to Wilbur. Wilbur is going to dish it to Means. Means going to hit Cam Moss. Cam to Means in the middle. Foul on the ground.
Marino doesn't like what he's seeing. He's going to put Connor Moss in here. Don't know for who. Yeah, he's gonna take out Griffin here.
Orsic.
Maybe some young. He did good. He got a good rebound, but just need to get a varsity guy, returning varsity guy in there.
Matola inbounds it to Cam Moss at the point. Cam's gonna fake the shot, drive, misses the rebound.
As Olsen brings it up, big guy taking it on Cam, and she's gonna pull. Riverhawks are just pulling the ball here.
Taurasi's gonna have it at 3-point line. Dishes it to Connor Moss. Connor Moss gonna drive. Back out to Means. Means gonna drive.
It's gonna be a charge there.
Foul on Taurasi Means.
That's gonna be Hudak that causes that. There's Wiles. Wiles checks it into Hudak, and the Riverhawks still in the same formation here. Wonder if coach is telling them any open shot you're gonna pull it, as Hudak makes a move.
We're going to see Plum work hard up at the point. As you can see, they had Riverhawks had a lot of three-pointers taken down.
That's going to be a travel there. As ref was standing right there, saw what we couldn't. But good defense by Mustangs all around. And there's a minute 19 left. The score is 32-27 Mustangs.
You know,
Wilbur's going to inbound it to Taurasi Means.
I don't know if it's just me, but I've been seeing a lot of travel like this game, just from
Yeah,
both teams. It's been a lot.
More so I feel like on the Riverhawks too.
Yeah.
That's just good pressure though, Jake. I think putting good pressure on on the defender, putting good pressure on the offense is just gonna make
Great
him nervous.
dish. He's not gonna be able to capitalize on that.
It's 44 seconds left. As Connor tries to take up a shot there. Doesn't get it, but gets his own rebound. Mustangs got 4 rebounds in this possession right here. As Wiles tries to jump it, but Taurasi gets it.
As you see, Moreno's dishing out plays left and right.
Yeah, there's Connor Moss has it for the Mustangs. And they're going to run this clock out, try to get the last shot here.
Tola has it at the point.
They've been really good at doing
Hands it
that
off to Means.
for the sake of these games and see if they can keep that going.
Means gonna hit Matola. Matola's gonna pull it from deep.
It's a good shot there. Alex Vitolo is just on tonight for the Mustangs.
When you play hard D with these last few seconds.
As Wiles takes up a shot, doesn't get it.
Miss. So at the end of the third quarter, it's Mustangs 35, Riverhawks 27.
That's a great quarter there by the Mustangs as they extend their lead to 8 points.
Jake, what do you think the Mustangs did good on that quarter?
No, I think they really controlled the game a lot. You know, they continued their defense. Like, offensively, they didn't score as much, but whenever they were able to get a rhythm on, you could see Alex Matola hitting the 3. You know, they were able to really get in a good rhythm to keep the momentum going. Yeah. That's a lot of the reason why they have this lead here.
Yeah, I could see up at that about the first half of that quarter, the Riverhawks were just throwing the ball down Plum's throat and with 3-pointers. And I can see Plum was trying to, at the end of that quarter, Plum was doing a better job at the point and stuff by blocking their threes and stuff. All right, as we joined on by Billy Depew in this last quarter. Billy, what did you like about that quarter?
Well, you know, guys, I was thinking this from like the beginning. I talked about this from the beginning. Some of these guys have really evolved from what we thought they were going to be. You know, prime example is Alex Matola. Last year we saw nothing short of a role player just simply moving the ball well and was the lead ball handler for the Mustangs. Now you've seen that he can actually be a threat on the offensive side as Means has the ball. And yeah, I think we're in a good one as Matolsi is now back in the game for the Mustangs. Matola's testing his triple threat. Killinger has the ball in the corner. Killinger's going to get a dribble drive. Moss finds Killinger, Butterfingers. Means has it. Gets doubled on high post. Matolsi has it. Killinger in the corner finds Moss. He's going to take it over 2. Matolsi gets the rebound. 1 dribble, no good. Connor's waiting to get contact, can't find it. Matulsi now has it.
They're going to reset.
Yeah, that's smart here. Just get something else going offensively.
Guys, I think the Mustangs really just have to step up on the perimeter. They have these shots.
That's me.
Moss tries to get an inside pass to
It's going to
Killinger.
be intercepted by
No good.
Riverhawks. It's going to be a body
Oh
foul.
man, I don't know about that one. I mean,
He was close up on him. I could see he had a little
he,
jig.
No.
he didn't do it. He had no contact with him with his hands or anything.
If
I
I
mean,
was the ref right there, I either would have let that go, or if anything, I think that's actually a travel.
I mean, if you're down in the on the block, I mean that's not a foul. There was no contact whatsoever.
Either way, I don't think that was a foul, as the Riverhawks are now going to kick it up to the top of the key to Huddick.
I think it's Hudak. But I mean,
Hudak.
it's
We're
whatever.
going to call him Hudak from now on. He's going to take a dribble drive. Great defense by Matolo. Olsen is going to try to get a pass out. Tipped by the Mustangs. It's going to stay here.
Tarasi's been doing phenomenal on defense this game.
Absolutely. I think we've seen four steals from him tonight. Really just dominating. Guys, I've noticed this a lot. I think the Mustangs have to pick up on it. And these inbound plays, Armstrong's not doing anything special as Hudak takes a three. Doesn't even hit the rim. Matola's going to try to fight for it. Olsen can't save it. It's going to go the other way. But, yeah, on these inbound passes, they're just launching the ball backwards.
That's what we need to have someone sneaky back on the other far side of the court that can just intercept the ball right
But the
there.
pro thing about this is that we're not getting any screens or anything like that. So, really, it just gives the Mustangs more time to set up in their man defense. Matulsi has the ball in the right wing. He's waiting. He's going to find Matolo at the top of the key. Matolo finds Connect. Mustangs, I believe, are in a motion look as Olsen's going to steal the ball. He's going to push it now for the Mustangs. And a great pass. Wide open shot in the perimeter. Good.
Please explain to me why you keep calling him Nick Kinnick.
I don't know why I keep on calling him Nick Connect.
Well,
I'll just start calling him Killy for now on if that's what I'm going to start calling him.
let's just agree here. I really think the Mustangs are out. Have more stamina than the Armstrong and
Armstrong's just throwing it up from.
Alex and Max always talk about that. The running. It's
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
But I mean, this is what it comes down to: is the fourth quarter. Which team has more stamina? Is Riverhawks put up
Wow.
a shot
Folks,
and a half there.
If there is a gunner on this team, I believe Fraz was actually screwing up his name a little bit. That's actually going to be Aiden Vernon. He has been gunning tonight for this Riverhawks team.
I think 13 Hudak is another one too.
Yeah, they're both launching, no doubt.
Yes.
Mustangs are going to take a minute timeout, full timeout. They're only up 2 now. The score is 35-33. And guys, the Mustangs clearly have to start shutting down this perimeter. They're taking good shots. I think this is when the Mustangs, even though they're up, I think we go in a half-court press.
Yeah, I agree with you. You got to give pressure on them, because they've been traveling the ball a lot, and Drossi's been getting a lot of steals. So like, they just need to put a lot of pressure. And I feel like if they just half-court press, they'll get as much pressure as they can, and hopefully they can get some more turnovers.
Yeah, what I've been watching was on these when they're coming up the floor. If we come out even in a full court press, we used to do. There was this play we ran. It was called Fire. So there's 4 corners on the basketball court on the other side. There's 2 before half court, and then we have 2 down low. Whether it's a full or half court press, you have to trap them in those corners. Not even give them a chance, as Killinger's going to save the ball. I got it right that time. Means has it on the left wing. Matulsi's going to try to set up high post. He's going to find Moss at the top of the key. Means wide open. Takes a dribble drive instead. Matulsi, 1 dribble hop, and is going to draw the foul. Great play by Max Matulsi.
That's what they need, easy points right now, because they've been on a scoring drought right now, and they just need to get something going here.
Yeah, I agree.
As you can see, I don't know if you can pick this up on the camera, but Cam Moss is checking in the game right now.
That is correct. Cam Moss is going to check into the game for the Mustangs. Matulsi misses his first one. He's going to check in for Nick Killinger. Number 15 says he's going to get a box out on Max Matulsi. Let's see how that works out. Max hits the second one. gets the Mustang lead up to 3.
What the Mustangs need to do on this drive is they just need to keep high on the point for watching them shooting the threes.
A lot of off-ball screens here. Excuse me, not a lot of off-ball screens here by the Riverhawks as they get one there. Hudek has the ball in the right wing. He's going to find his sharpshooter. He's just going to launch. Holy crap. We are seeing Klay Thompson reincarnated right here, folks. This kid is just launching right now.
Yeah, and he's a huge reason why they're tied here. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Oh, no doubt. I would say he has a third of their points.
Yeah.
I think the Mustangs on this drive just need to calm down.
That should have been an and one, but that's a good.
Should have been an and one. I agree. It saw a little
put
bit
up
of
by
body
Max.
contact towards the end there. That's going to push the Mustangs up by 2. As Hudek now has the ball. He's going to hit Brown in the high post. He gives it back. They're really just going to start finding Vernon here. I think he might take. I'm feeling a dumb shot from him, though. I think he's going to get a heat check. As Olsen has it, he's got a one-on-one on Matulsi. That's great defense. Max saves it, but not to the right person as Brown gets a layup and is going to get it to go. The Mustangs just have to hustle a little bit better there. When you see one guy working that hard, all 5 got to do the same. Matulsi makes a great play, but you can't let that ball go.
Mustangs just need to slow down, recollect, and get a good point.
I agree.
2 good points off this drive.
Obviously, we've been shooting the ball well tonight, but if those 3-pointers are not there, I'm sure that's what the focal point has been for this Armstrong team coming in the second half. If it's not there, we don't need to force it. Again, no shot clock in high school basketball. So literally, if they want to take the last shot with 3 minutes and 20 seconds
They
left,
could just
so
play
be
around
it.
the world.
That's right. But obviously, we're seeing a little bit of a half-court pressure here as Hudek is on Matolo. Matolo is going to pick up his dribble. Never good, but he finds means. You have Moss in the corner. Matulsi down low post. Moss is going to try to get a post up. Matolo's not going to be able to find him. Matulsi, high post. Kicks it to Means. Means takes a dribble drive. No good. Mustangs have 2 on the floor. They got to get back here. They're going to find their sharpshooter. No good. Olsen's going to try to get the rebound. Great rebound by Cam Moss. But guys, when I see this kid shoot the ball, I question how does it even go in? I don't know if you saw his leg there. He looked like a mule. He kind of just kicked. His form's not the best. I don't understand how it really goes in for him.
Yeah, this team looks like an old team, Billy. I mean, you got the short shorts on. You got the, it looks like
They do look like an 80s basketball
literally
team.
an 80s basketball team. So that jump shot looked like an 80s basketball shot too.
And also, we have no shot clock, so it's a really, it feels like really old basketball game.
Mustangs are going to be charged for an offensive foul. That's going to be on, give me 1 second, folks. That's going to be their 7th foul. That's going to be on Max Matulsi. He's got, coming in his second quarter, he had none. This fourth quarter, he's gained 4 fouls in these past 3 quarters. And that's obviously not good because if he fouls out, that's another player we're losing down low.
And Max is always good with his aggressiveness.
It's a big body too.
No doubt about it. Means really has to play tight pressure on number 15. He's really just launching right now. He will shoot anything. And if he does, Mustang's got to be ready to box out. Olsen has it. Matulsi's playing good defense on him. Almost picks it. Jab step. Finds Hudak outside. He's going to get the ball up top again. Minute 35 to go. The score is tied, folks. This is a skin-tight game right here. Olsen has the ball in the corner. Moss is playing on him. Great reverse layup. Armstrong is now up by a bucket. 1 possession game. Hudek's in the half-court press. Coach Moreno is going to call a timeout. And the Armstrong Riverhawks are just ecstatic right now. And honestly, I don't blame them.
I don't blame them. They've come back from this game, had a phenomenal third quarter.
Oh, no doubt about it. And, I think the Mustangs, their focal point, if anything, if there's one thing that they're going to do on defense, limit perimeter shots. I would say that they're shooting a good 50 right now. Armstrong Riverhawks, they're shooting a good 50% right now. Just absolutely amazing from outside. But, if you get a good contestant, you get them to miss shots, I don't see how you can't get a rebound on these guys. Again, they do have some size. They have a few guys. You got Olsen, you got Brown. Pretty decent size, but I just think we're way stronger than them. But the only problem is that even though there's not a lot of time left, if Matulsi picks up that last foul, that's our main rebounder. That's our 5. He's just not there anymore.
I just think that Plum needs to slow down on defense and on offense. On defense, they need to slow down, stop the fouls. And on offense, slow down at the top of the point, call play, and get that play done and get the points.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you on the defensive part. I think really I think we have to pick up the intensity for this last minute.
I just think we don't need fouls. If we can play hard, tough D without fouls, I think we can come out with the dub.
And that's the pro of a trap defense. You get him in a trap, hands up, praise into the Lord, no fouls. That's the best kind of defense you have. You force jump balls, clock stops, which is what we need. But a minute 13 left to go, and the Mustangs are down 1 possession. Matosi with an on-ball screen. Matola picks up his dribble. He's going to find Moss down low. Moss is going to take the layup. That's good. The game is all tied up, 40 apiece.
You know, this is a game of momentum, so hopefully that shot right there can bring Plum the momentum to help win this game.
Folks, it's going to be one of those games. With 53 seconds left to go, your Mustangs are tied up 40 to the Armstrong Riverhawks. Brown has the ball. He's going to find number 3. Huddick's going to try to get a cut. They're not going to find him. A lot of off-ball movement here by these Armstrong Riverhawks.
Doing great D down there.
Matolsi manned up on Brown. Matolo manned up on Huddick at the top of the key. Olsen's going to set a screen. Olsen now has it. 22 seconds left to go.
They're going to hold the ball.
Armstrong
for the last
Riverhawks might be taking this last shot here. I don't know. Folks, put your seatbelts on. This is going to be a heck of an ending.
As Riverhawks call a timeout.
As I say that, they stop the clock.
Timeout call there by
oh, no doubt about it. Folks, with about 12 and a half seconds left to go, 40 up. We're now 40 up. Guys, and the one thing is we can't foul. You know, I think they're going to try to get a shot. I obviously, really good shooting, especially by number 15 on the perimeter. But I think in any situation, unless you're down 3, I think you got to try to draw a foul. I think that's what Moss was trying to do on our end, try to get an extra point there. But if we've been playing, you know, obviously, Armstrong's game plan has switched like that. At the beginning of the game, we saw a lot of outside drives by the Riverhawks, and they were getting them to go. They were very effective. Second and third quarter, you know, we kind of found that strong point on defense. But now, we're seeing literally the Splash Brothers with Huddick and number 15. That's going to be, I keep on forgetting his name. Excuse me. I think we've been saying his name wrong the entire time. That is going to be Jack Valasek. And he is just, I expect him to maybe get the ball here in this last shot, because I don't think the Mustangs are going to get another chance with these last 12 seconds left.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, you know, if they're going to give someone the last shot, it's got to be number 15, just the way he's been playing the last couple quarters.
Huddick has the ball. You're going to see a lot of off-ball screens here, but 7 seconds to go. 6, 5, Huddick is going to find his man in the three-pointer. No good. Matola gets the rebound. Folks, we're going to have some extended play here. Great defense by the Mustangs at the end.
Did they not have a timeout there, Mustangs?
I don't know, but I don't really think they needed it.
Oh, if they should have taken it. I mean, they had 4 seconds
They might have
left.
not, because I think we took back-to-back full timeouts in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, is there wasn't a timeout there to give. But
if we would have had a timeout there, I think we could have had.
Regardless, I don't think we expected it to go this way, but we are now in overtime.
I think the Riverhawks had a great second half. They were all, what were they down at the start of the second half? What were they down?
We had a good 6 or 7 point lead.
I think we were up 23 to like 17 maybe. And
yeah, it was 23-19, I believe.
23-19.
I think they made a layup at the
and
end.
now it's 40-40. I think the Riverhawks, whatever they talked about in that locker room, I think it worked.
yeah, I think Coach was saying to him, you got any open space, pull it, because we got nothing to lose. I mean, and, you know, they came back and scored. I mean, they went on an 8-point lead, and that was the difference in this game. So I definitely think Coach wanted them to pull more, because they weren't doing that in the first half, and you can obviously see that's changed the game.
So we have 4 minutes added on to the clock.
Folks, our starting lineups here going in for your Plum Mustangs. We're going to have a tip ball, actually. I actually didn't know it was a tip ball to start OT, but I guess it is. we're going to have Moss and Matulsi, Cam Moss and Max Matulsi down low with the 4 and 5. You're going to have Means playing a forward position along with Connor Moss, who Means wins the tip, but it's going to go the other way. And obviously you have Matolo up front as the ball handler for the Mustangs, as Huddick now has it at the top. He's going to have his man Valasek. Finds Huddick. Huddick has a dribble drive. See that right there? I think the Mustangs, that's a trap right there in my opinion. But again, I'm not the coach, as Olsen's going to get a dribble drive. No good. Matola playing great on-ball defense. Moss on his man pretty well. Olsen looks for a shot, hesitates. Brown on the post. Kind of fumbles it, and they're going to call him for a travel. That's great defense by Max Matulsi. But again, it's a little bit scary. Again, he's walking on a tightrope with these fouls. He gets one more, he's gone. And guys, I don't know if you know this, the fouls actually carry over. So the Riverhawks are actually in a 1-and-1 bonus at the moment. Matolo has it. Huddick has been playing on half-court press the entire time. Great screen by Matulsi. Moss going to take it over two. No good. And that's going to stay here. And, man, coach for the Riverhawks is not very happy about that call. Means has it in the left corner. He's going to find Cam Moss at the top of the key, slow things down. 3:05 left to go. Nobody has yet to score. It's still 40-40, which is not a bad thing. Matolo's going to get a triple threat here. Matulsi at the top of the key definitely won't shoot that.
They need to be smart with their shots here.
Moss is going to take a shot.
Bang!
The confidence by Connor Moss, and that's a big three. Especially, we just went a whole minute without a single bucket. That's great by Connor Moss.
Yeah, and that was like great because he was contemplating passing it. He was like, I'm just going to shoot it, and he made it.
That's just, casual for the 4-year starting varsity player.
Oh, that's a foul.
And guys, Matolo just late. You can't get beat. Well, we saw it earlier with Wilbur in the game. Everybody questioned it. I saw the foul there. You can't let a guy beat you and then
try to go up for the ball.
Try to go up and play catch up. You just know how basketball works. As Matolo is going to pick up his third foul. Huddick at the line. He's going to make his first one. It's going to cut the Mustang lead to a one-possession game, 43-41, with 2:28 left to go in this overtime period. Huddick's going to line up for his second one. It's good. 1-point game for the Mustangs.
That three was very good for the Mustangs.
Huddick still in that press. Obviously a little bit tighter pressure there by Armstrong. Matulsi's going to get a couple dribbles in, finds Matolo. Coach Moreno calls a motion play, which is simply just screen and go, screen and go. He's going to give it to Moss at the top of the key. Moss gives it to Matulsi. Matulsi
puts it up there.
And there's that muscle I'm talking about, baby. You can't stop him unless you're like 5 feet taller than him, folks.
Yeah.
Huddick has the ball. And guys, I don't know if you've noticed this. This Armstrong basketball team.
I saw a travel there. Yeah,
There
I was going to say,
there we go.
I saw a
Great call.
travel there.
And guys, with 1:43 left to go, your Mustangs are up 3, 45-42.
I think Mustangs need to be smart with this play. Slow it down, hold the ball, play a little around the world, and see if we can get another
Now,
bucket.
here's the thing. Here's what I think. I think the Mustangs have to get another bucket here. You can't really drain the clock here because they'll start. Obviously, they're playing pretty good pressure here.
Yes.
You can't create a turnover, them score, and not have a lot of time left to score yourself. As Moss is going to take that up over
And
two
get a
people.
Foul.
That's a good call. I think they might call that on number 3. He actually grabbed the back of his jersey there.
This is huge because if Moss just makes one free throw, it's a two-possession game.
It becomes a two-possession game,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, with a minute and a half, it's going to be really unlikely, especially if Plum gets the ball, they can drain some clock. It looks really good for Plum.
No doubt about it. And your best free throw shooter on the line as well, Connor Moss, is going to get his first one to go. It becomes a two-possession game for the Mustangs. With 1:28 left to go, your Mustangs are up 46-42. Cam Moss is going to check out. Will Brewer is going to check in. I think now the Mustangs realize, hey, you know, they're going to have to start pulling like they can.
Mhm.
So we're gonna take out one of our big guys and add another perimeter defender,
I
Yeah,
just think if Moss makes a shot,
which he
which
doesn't.
he doesn't, I
But
think
Matulsi's going to get great hustle.
great
And
hustle.
what a play by Max Matulsi. That might have just sealed the game, and they're going to foul. Wow.
Foul.
And what a play by Max Matulsi. That's just hustle right there. We've seen it all night from him. You can't ask for any more. Oh, and excuse me, I thought we would maybe go in the bonus there.
No,
We are
they-
not. Means he's going to have trouble finding somebody. Great pass.
Great lane to Connor Moss.
And
It's gonna
that's
be
an
foul
and
one.
one.
That mostly seals the game right there.
yeah, I agree. You know that if he makes this free throw, it's what 7 points. That's really tough to do in the minute 18 with no shot clock.
Folks, I'm going to be honest. They might actually be talking about an intentional foul here because he literally pushed him in the back while he was driving. There was no need for that foul.
That's clear path.
That is correct. I believe that you could
1-on-1.
call a clear path foul here. But it is towards the end of the game.
I think the Riverhawks played their hearts out today, and they're just getting a little frustrated.
Zebras are going to have a non-social distance talk here to talk things over here because I'm not going to lie. I saw a little bit of an unnecessary push.
Yeah, I can see if he would have maybe like grabbed his hips or something.
That would have been even worse. Folks, if Moss hits this free throw, it's going to be a 7-point lead for the Mustangs, and that's really what you want here. And I think this is just, again, these are great shooters, right?
Yeah.
This is why Will Brewer checked into the game. I
Wilbur's a
think
great point shooter. He can hold the ball too.
obviously you have your shooters in the game. You have Valasek and Huddikin. Olsen can also pull if he wants to. I haven't seen Brown shoot, but other than that, the other four can definitely hit a shot. But despite that, the Mustangs are still up 6 before a Moss free throw, which is good.
Good.
It's going to increase the Mustangs' lead to 7, and they know they got to go. They don't have time.
Minute 15 left. Mustangs up by 7.
Huddick has the ball. Huddick's going to try to get something to go here.
That's going to be out
they're
of bounds.
gonna
It's going to be Mustangs ball.
And folks, I don't like to get too ahead of myself here. They're in a full court press, but that might have sealed the game up for the Mustangs there because they're in that press. They get a foul here. I mean, I don't even think you foul if you're Armstrong at this point. I think you just try to turn over the ball. So as you see here, 2-man trap.
57 seconds left. Connor's
And
going
they are
to
going
draw
to
the
intentional
foul.
foul.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of expected here. You know, if he makes both of these shots, they're going to be down by 9, so they'd have to rely on 3 threes here. So it's
3 threes without the Mustangs holding the ball.
Yeah, so it's going to be really tough on them. So I guess we'll see how it plays out.
Hey, guys, I just want to make it clear. 53 seconds is still a lot of time.
That's right. So the Mustangs are going to be up by 8 after Connor Moss just made that free throw.
Moss is going to line up for his second free throw. He's going to get it to go. Mustangs are up 51-42 with 50 seconds left to go as Huddick's going to try to get a dribble drive. No foul. And the ball
Ball's
gets
stuck.
stuck. That's going to be a
Jump
jump ball,
ball.
and it goes the other way. This is a great situation here for the Mustangs. Sorry, I cut off somebody. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say that never really happens in a game of basketball where the ball gets stuck in the rim.
No doubt about it. Moss now has it. Moss is going to kick it to Will Brewer. Great full court. And wow, what a way for Will Brewer to just.
I think they're just going to try to hold the ball here with 36 seconds left.
And that's just smart. You know, obviously you have a clear shot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's just playing smart or just sportsmanship. No shots there. And Mustangs are going to close this one out. Still playing defense. And folks, this is a big win for the Mustangs. This is no doubt about it. This is going to bump the Mustangs up, 4 and 5 in the section. And
3, 2.
that's a big win for the
One.
Mustangs. Folks, the final score of this game, 51-42, your Plum Mustangs. Guys, just what a great outburst of an offensive performance at the end of that game. What do we
Yes.
think?
I think the Mustangs, they played great defense starting the first half. And they kind of fell apart going into the second half with all those corner threes and all the point threes. But then Tarasi Means, of course, had his good steals that he had and this and that. And then the overtime started. Plum obviously destroyed that overtime with possession and with points.
Jake, what do you think?
I really liked how Plum played. I feel like I'm repetitive when I say this, but it's a game of momentum. They were tied 40-40, and Plum outscored them 11-2 at the fourth quarter around overtime. So that really helped Plum out a lot, and they played really hard in the overtime. They really deserve this win here.
Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought they did very well, especially at the end of that in overtime. That's just they were calm. Didn't do anything stupid. Max was able to not foul, and which was very impressive to me because he was still playing very aggressive, and that's what really won him that game.
All right.
Good shots, and yeah.
Yeah,
Folks.
I think sorry to interrupt you, Billy, but I think that with Max stealing that one shot at the end, I think that's what sealed the game.
And folks, as usual, we're going to have our stars of the night. I'll let you guys go first. Jake, who are you going to get your star to?
Just because of the end of the game, Max Matulski, just because he played so well on defense, he was able to get some key layups. He really helped Plum win this game at the end.
I think, what are we doing, 3 stars?
Just one player.
One player, I think it's going to have to go to Tarasi Means. He started with great points out in the going into the overtime, and overtime he played great defense, and including the first half, he played great defense that first quarter.
No doubt about it. Fraz, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Alex Matolo. He was on tonight, at the beginning of the game, got that technical foul, but really overcame it, still made his shots, didn't have any fall off throughout the game. I'm going to have to go with Alex Matolo on this one.
Yeah, Alex, he didn't let that technical foul, I totally forgot about that. He didn't let that technical foul lay him down or anything.
Not at all.
The first
He's
quarter.
really competitor. Who else is a competitor for me? I'm going to go with a dual one here. I'm going to go with the Moss brothers in general. Both I'm going to give 2 stars. I'm going to give one to Cam and one to Connor. Both played very different roles tonight, obviously. Not very different in size. They're both kind of the same, but you just see 2 different players. Cam is more of that inside guy, scraps for rebounds. We saw it a lot tonight, just really fought for rebounds. Connor just lit it up on offense tonight. We saw a few deep threes. We saw and ones. We saw everything tonight for Connor Moss. Wouldn't be shocked if he dropped at least 20 tonight.
Yeah, Connor and Cam, the dynamic duo, is the brother duo. I saw Cam add a couple dishes out to Connor out into the point, and then Connor would shoot the 3 and make it.
Well, folks, this was a very important win for the Mustangs, and they're going to come out on top tonight. We'll see you guys later.